Buenos dias from Gracia. This is the Rorschach Spain update from the 11th of July, 2024. Quick summary of what's going down in Spain. Monday the 8th, the Spanish Court of Auditors fined far-right political party Vox 200,000 euros for irregular financing. This decision concludes a disciplinary procedure started in February. Court found Vox guilty of two serious violations of the organic law on the financing of political parties by accepting prohibited targeted donations. These illegally accepted donations were used to fund a complaint against former Catalan President Quim Torra and to pay the bail of a young man in a separate legal case the party was involved in. The court emphasized that these donations give donors unfair tax benefits and were improperly handled, highlighting Vox's negligence in complying with financing laws. Negligence, otherwise known as corruption by lazy nationalists trying to get a tax write-off to help fellow nationalists in one single transaction. In Barcelona, there were protests across the city in a series of ever-increasing anti-tourism demonstrations. The latest, which took place last weekend, protesters used water guns to target tourists and disrupt outdoor diners. Thousands participated, with some even taping hotel exits closed to prevent guests from leaving. Protests highlighted mounting frustration over the rising housing costs attributed to increasing tourism. The demonstrators also are concerned about water shortages. The scarcity got worse because of climate change. Many years of drought caused by climate change. Tourists on holiday aren't so concerned about water, need to conserve water in the capital, but don't. So people squirted water guns at them. Similar protests occurred in the Balearic Islands and Valencia. In response, Spain's government announced a crackdown on short-term holiday lettings and investigating platforms like Airbnb for compliance. Barcelona's mayor plans to phase out short-term rentals by 2028 amid ongoing legal debates. In finance, political tension is affecting Spanish bank BBVA's 10 billion euro bid to acquire smaller rival Sabadell. Despite government opposition citing competition and job concerns, BBVA shareholders approved the bid. Remember that Sabadell is a giant bank. European Central Bank and Spanish securities regulators are set to review the deal, which many Spanish media outlets deem as hostile. Carlos Torres, BBVA's chair, remains optimistic but acknowledges potential hurdles, including share price volatility and the need to persuade Sabadell's retail shareholders. Spanish government's current opposition to the merger poses a significant barrier. Keep in mind that the bureaucracy of Spain refuses to fully approve banks from outside of Spain to fully function within Spain because they're afraid of the competition. According to a report by the General Directorate of Traffic released on Monday the 8th, the number of road deaths in Spain rose by 17% in June compared to 2022. The report also revealed that in June 2023, there were 96 accidents with over 100 fatalities, marking an increase in 16 deaths compared to June 2022. Motorcyclists, despite being only 3% of vehicles, accounted for 30% of the deaths, 33 fatalities. Highway and road exit or turnoffs were the leading cause, with 58 deaths, up from 35 in June 2023. Catalunya, Andalusia, and Castilla y León reported the highest mortality rates. Turning to sports, on Wednesday the 10th, Spain got to the 2024 UEFA European Football Championship final with a thrilling victory over France. The biggest headline of the night was a performance of 16-year-old Lamine Yamal, who became the youngest goal scorer in European Championship history. France took an early lead, but Yamal equalized in the 21st minute with a stunning strike from outside the box. 4 minutes later, Dani Olmo's shot deflected off France's Jules Contenay, giving France the lead and ultimately the win. Spain is now on course to win a fourth European Championship title and will face England in the final. In weather news, a severe heat wave is set to hit Europe, and temperatures are expected to soar above the 46 degrees Celsius or 114 Fahrenheit mark in Spain. Weather maps from WX Charts, a UK-based weather forecast service, show relatively hot zones over Spain, particularly around Seville and Malaga. Other cities like Madrid and Badajoz are predicted to have temperatures around 40 degrees Celsius or 140 Fahrenheit. Spain's state meteorological agency has issued red alerts for the hottest areas, urging people to stay in shaded areas, drink plenty of water, and take extra precautions in the sun. Idealista, a real estate search site in Spain, released a detailed list this week of the top cities where LGBTQ plus communities have been established and how much living in one of these cities costs. Key cities include Madrid, Sitges, Torremolinos, Maspalomas, and Cadiz each host vibrant pride celebrations. Property prices in cities like Madrid have steadily risen, especially in the Chueca neighborhood. Idealista's data reports that buying a home might set you back just over 4,000 euros per square meter in May 2024, 12% increase compared to May 2023. Speaking of inclusivity, the America's Cup, together with America Cup event, Barcelona is enhancing inclusivity in nautical sports through the Sailing for All initiative, supported by the Catalan Sailing Federation, Barcelona Nautical Capital Foundation, and aims to make sailing accessible to people with disabilities. They're not so worried about income accessibility. Sailing for All initiative features events like the Spanish Adapted Sailing Championship and the Cockapoo Open Race, which will be held between the 15th and 21st of July. The initiative also includes training for over 30 technicians in adapted sailing and plans to establish adapted sailing schools in September. Now to a big milestone in science. On Friday the 12th, Spain's first test tube baby will turn 40 years old. Victoria Ana was born in 1984 through in vitro fertilization, or IVF, in Barcelona's Dexeus Institute. Ana was only the fourth IVF baby in Europe and the sixth in the world. Pioneering team of Dexeus Institute, led by Dr. Pedro Barri, Ana Viega, and Gloria Calderon, fulfilled Ana's parents' dreams amidst the experimental nature of IVF at the time. Today, IVF is commonplace, with over 12 million children worldwide born throughout assisted reproductive technologies. And now, exciting news in ocean conservation. High-tech GPS tracking buoys manufactured in Spain by Satlink have been washing up in Andaluz beaches. Heidi Tite, founder of the Australian Marine Debris Prevention Group, Tangaroa Blue, contacted Satlink and proposed using the buoys to locate abandoned fishing nets, which pose a significant threat to marine life. Since then, the collaboration has gained support from the Nature Conservancy in the Pacific community, as well as local partners, and has rescued 3 ghost nets, including one that weighed over 3,000 kilos, the equivalent of around 300 cases of beer, or, more bizarrely, metaphorically, a baby whale's tongue. More about tech, as visual artist Rafael Moreno Mata from Vélez, Malaga, created Spain's first postage stamp designed using AI. The stamp was unveiled at the post office in Calle del Rio in the town of Vélez, situated in the Malaga province of Andalusia, and marks a significant cultural milestone in the world of tech. The original 1x1 meter artwork will continue to be displayed alongside the original stamp. Additionally, Moreno Mata sent AI-created postcards featuring the stamp prestigious institutions, including the Reina Sofia in Madrid and the Guggenheim Museum in Bilbao. To close this show, the Cruïlla Barcelona 2024 festival will take place from the 10th to the 13th of July at Parque del Forum. Famous festival will accommodate up to 25,000 people daily and feature headliners including Avril Lavigne, Maria Becerra, Chucho Valdez, and the Pet Shop Boys. Georgie Erurella, the Cruïlla director, aims to use the festival to reflect Barcelona's culture, focusing on quality performances and musical diversity, as well as hosting international names. The Catalan Festival will play host to popular Catalan artists such as the Tallets and Oques Grases. And that's it for this week. Thanks for joining us. As you got to know by now, we do stuff other than podcasts and other cool projects. Right now, Rorschach is developing a new app designed to help you make decisions within a group of people. For example, choosing a restaurant or a movie. If you're interested in giving it a try, send us an email at info@rorschach.com. That's info@rorschach, RORSHOK.com. We'll give you early access to the beta version as soon as it's ready. Hasta la próxima.